up his sleeve.
And there's the pass to Green. The 76ers again can't hit it. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And Harden hit this stop.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
Now Simmons.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back 3, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot, and paired with his dribble drive, a 2-move torture chamber, taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
Here's KD after Ben Simmons bucket. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. It's going to send Kevin Durant to the line. That's on Ben Simmons. Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Nets?
Guys, right from the start.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
That one's rebounded by Embiid. 76ers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. The Nets making a switch here. Mills is checked in. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Maxey's checked in. And so it's Mills who will bring it up for Brooklyn. It's a 5-point game. And the jam by Harden.
Not many guys have a handle like James Harden, exception at slicing up the defense.
Embiid. Over Simmons. And a kind roll that time off the rim. Is that one ball? KD's got 5 now.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
And now Philadelphia on the break. Simmons is running. And the layup's good off the glass. And it's 6 points for Ben Simmons.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
And a new group in for the Nets. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Aldridge. Nicholas Claxton comes in. Kevin Durant. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Joe Harris. And here's Maxey following the basket by Blake Griffin. Pass to Milton. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first. Shot clock at 6. The second chance effort. Great D that time from Griffin.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
The offensive rebound.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
Back to Milton. We've got 22 seconds left in the first. To the left side wing. Here's Maxey. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Up top, Mills. He's swiping. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it out. Nets lead by 3. And early reviving the grind.
How can we be the best version of ourselves individually?
Well, Durant may not be for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. Hey, guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, they've got Shake Milton. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Maxey. And it's Korkmaz in the small forward position. Now, here's Thybulle. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Maxey got it. Good job in the low post.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it. Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report.
And, you know, Drummond has no problem playing through contact. He excels at using that strong body of his to fight through contact and finish.
Timeout called the Nets. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they are forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this year is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates.
Now, this is impressive. Durant showing you all of that creativity with that one.
The 76ers trail by 7. Irving with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Jumps up, and then Durant with the jam.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
And Simmons gets to Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
Tell you what, fellas, like seeing Harris be engaged from there. I mean, refusing to settle for the simple layup. Nice finish.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the players, sometimes it's the media. The media's perception is the combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
Clock is at 3. Shot, high post. Almost, but it rolls out.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. They trail by 11. Harris looking it over. Back to Simmons. Poked away. Harden against Curry. And the dunk by Aldridge.
That's platinum level dime dropping right there by Harden. Such a smart passer. Gets us to his teammates on time and on target.
And Simmons kicks to Green. It's stolen by Harris. Harden dishes to KD. And a wide open look for Irving. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got 3 assists tonight.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And Durant sends it back. There's a 4-second difference in the shot clock to the game clock, and he gets the bucket. Irving's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Stolen by Durant. In transition, here come the Nets. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
The defense has to be smarter in how they guard Aldridge. He's very creative.
First free throw of the game. Good on both.
When you combine Durant's speed and anticipation with his length, makes it impossible to get around him when he's defending you.
And so it's Brooklyn holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
So I come out with a intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Guys are in a great rhythm and we have a great tempo, so just trying to get everybody involved and do whatever it takes to win.
Well, we'll see if you can keep playing at your pace in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. And as great as James Harden has been, his game has attracted its share of critics. They say flops, travels, or that he dominates the ball. Shaq, what do you think?
Listen, haters gonna hate. He's playing at an all-time great level right now. And we've been winning. Dribble, 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 dribble. Dribble, 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 dribble. Well, of course, it's great to judge. Not by what they do in the regular season, but what they do in the postseason. Silence those critics. You gotta get that right.
And that should do it with the second half about to be.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
We've got Durant. Irving is out there with Harden. And there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Harris in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the Nets 5. Here's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with his play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
Here's Simmons. Back to Green. Second chance shot. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
Well, I tell you what, I love the unselfishness of Ben Simmons. This guy delights in setting up his teammates, and if they're open, they get the ball.
Timeout called, the Nets.
And you rarely see the vision and playmaking of Ben Simmons in someone that size. That you can put him up there with Magic, LeBron, and Penny Hardaway in terms of those taller playmakers.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Greg. I mean, he's unique, really unique and gifted in that regard. And with all great passers, there are a couple of things they do well. One is they see a play or two ahead. They anticipate and throw the ball where it should be going, anticipating that. And the other thing is the timing with which they make their passes. It's usually right at the right time, the opportune time for a teammate to score on the catch.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Since the Nets acquired Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, the franchise has gone from being an up-and-comer potential powerhouse in the East. That's necessitated changes on the bench and on the court. The Nets have added some new veterans. The time is now for Brooklyn to stand up and make its move in the East. Kevin, back to you.
Well, we'll see how they do. David, thank you.
And Tobias Harris, a crusader for a cause that isn't talked about too much. He has a huge concern about sleep deprivation and the effects it has on athletes.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? While it's not talked about a lot, it is gaining ground in all kinds of circles, particularly in the world of sports, the whole sleep deprivation idea. And Harris is a guy who's conscientious and thoughtful. I love the fact that he's bringing this to his teammates' attention because it's critical. And he's certainly passionate about it. We'll see how much wind it gets with him speaking up on it.
And finished by Katie.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me,
My
with confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself.
Well, he couldn't help himself, couldn't resist. That really was a spectacular play.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Curry against Harden. Harris outside. Lets it fly from 18. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Well, that jump shot's a thing of beauty coming from Harden. I think some of it is the fact that his mechanics are good, but left-handed shooters sometimes just look sweeter than right-handed shooters. Amazing how many ways he has to score.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and up-and-comers in Christian Wood.
Good mentions.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
The first one falls.
And at last season's trade deadline, Andre Drummond traded away basically for a second-round pick, a shockingly low return for a guy who was once considered a franchise player.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for Embiid.
Selected 9th overall in the 2012 draft, Drummond's carved out a nice NBA career for himself.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Bobbed up there for Drummond. The alley-oop layup, very well done.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run.
And as the receiver, he doesn't feel for the monster finish that time. I mean, laying it up for the 2 points worked out just fine.
And Greg, why is...
Whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard.
Tell you what, the coach's heart was in his throat, and he was in shock and awe. But now, he's got a big smile on his face.
Milton the pass to Drummond. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Drummond's got his third bucket of the night.
Drummond, a huge target rolling to the rim.
Carter finds Griffin. Out to Carter. Nets passing it around. Pass to Mills. Inside. Here's Griffin. Misses off the right iron. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Maxey. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Maxey's got 6. Here's Claxton. No points in the game yet for him. Mills passes to Claxton. Mills with it. With 2 seconds left. And the layup is up and in. 9 points in the game so far.
A super high percentage shot there. You just can't allow him to get that close.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Brooklyn ahead, running away with this one. Philadelphia shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. And so in the game for the 76ers, they've got Shake Miller with ABC. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Reed. And it's Niang in at the 4.
Those are finished.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
ABC passes to Milton. That one drops for him. Milton's got his first 2 points of the night.
It makes up for a lack of speed with just tremendous effort and hustle on that play.
And Carter with the basket on the assist by Millsap.
I think his unselfish attitude is really a big part of what makes Millsap a leader on the court, and the ability to make some dynamic passes doesn't hurt either.
Passes to Milton. The pass to ABC. That one, no good. Good work defensively by Millsap.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And it's good, 2 points. Carter's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there, no box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Here's ABC, defended by Carter. It's stolen by Carter. In transition, here come the Nets.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands.
Yeah, he wanted credit for the basket and the assist on that one.
76ers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Ashton Niang. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And the Nets with possession here. Embry the pass to Millsap. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. You know, winning that championship as you did, great for UNLV. Many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season. I was championship night. I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Well, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Didn't miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall, whipped my face.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, ouch. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Here's ABC, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Down low, Reed. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Millsap. Durant comes in for Johnson. James Harden, he's checked in for DeAndre Bembry. And Irving subbed in for Carter. That one falls.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Nets.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest,
where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
A nice shot by Reed.
That's serving it up on a platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
The drive by KD. And then Durant with the chance.
And it It's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And how about the defensive impact Embiid has on the floor? He's a great rim protector who can swipe an errant pass every so often.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's just so big. He's mammoth. I mean, he's not only tall and long, he's deep, too. He's a thick guy. So he's an excellent rim protector. Discourages inside attempts at a high rate. Clogs up the paint. That length is a huge asset. And then his foot movement, his agility for a guy of his size is pretty impressive, too.
Here's Milton. A beautiful reverse layup.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
Here's Irving. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Hilton the pass to Reed. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one.
Ja, tak to